We was on the bottom, yeah. Now we headed to the top. New level, on my level, don't see anybody. I don't see him. This right here could never stop. This could never stop. Ay, this right here could never stop. Hold up, nah, nah. Ay, this right here could never stop. Hold up, nah, nah. Ay, this right here could never stop. Hold up, nah, nah. Ay, this right here could never stop. Hold up, nah, nah. One time. Ay, I live on the job, right? Yeah, I'm always at work, right? Real people stay by me, right? Haters wanna do hurt, right? Know they tryna stop me, right? Drag my name through dirt, right? I don't feed into the hate, right? I just answer with a smirk, facts. I feel so special.
All right, Brother Mike, right? Mike Jr.? All right, you said you had a girlfriend, right? All right, read that. The book of... You married? Process, okay. All right. I got you. Read that. The book of Sirach, chapter 6 and verse 7. If thou wouldest get a friend... So, you still with your girl, or what's going on with it?
We still talk, but she's on the side. Because I be trying to tell her about what she need to dress and how she need to look. So.
And she's resisting that, right? All right, read. If thou wouldest get a friend, prove him first. So, y'all have already had sex? Okay. Y'all still having sex now? Wait a minute, I thought you said y'all was split up.
We are, but I mean, she's, I'm about to explain that. You still have sex.
You just said that you're trying to teach her commandments, but you still smashing. So how are you teaching the commandments? You're not leading by example.
Right. Exactly.
Read it again. If thou wouldest get a friend, prove him first, and be not hasty to credit him. Because you are being hasty to credit her, because you're getting the snatch, so you're going, you don't cater to her. You can't do that. So you have to be the example of the house. You're a young man. You're not. Someday you're gonna be old enough to marry. You're not old enough to marry right now, but you will be. But the way you're doing it, the way you're going about it, is not according to God's words. How old is she? She's 20. All right. Read again. If thou wouldest get a friend, prove him first. So y'all already passed the proving process. Y'all supposed to be proving each other first. That means you just get to know her. Is she gonna keep commandments? Is she gonna let you lead? She gonna let you rule the house with all authority without giving you problems?
She listens. She listening. When that dress code comes, like she be like, man.
Well, then she don't listen. Remember that your yeas be yeas, your nays be nays. You can't say she listen, but she don't listen. She don't listen. All right, read. And be not hasty to credit him. That's what you're doing. You're being hasty to credit her. Read. For some men is a friend for his own occasion. So she gonna be your friend for an occasion. But the moment you want to start putting your foot down and say, we keeping these laws, she might be out.
Right.
She might find another dude that's gonna let her do whatever the hell she wants. She gonna be out.
Right.
As soon as you try to start laying down the law, that's it. Y'all done. Read. And will not abide in the day of thy trouble. And if you fall on hard times, she ain't gonna be there for you. Or vice versa. If y'all not doing it the way God said y'all gotta do it. You understand? So you gotta cut that off completely. Stop laying down with her. If she ain't following the commandments, you're done. All right. So give me that Hebrews 13:4. So this is what God commands the Israelite man to do. We must marry our women. Once you lay down with them, you must marry them. She's not trying to keep commandments. So dead it right now. Don't even hesitate. You understand? Leave her alone. Read that. The book of Hebrews, chapter 13 and verse 4. Marriage is honorable in all. Girlfriend. Marriage is honorable in all. So marriage is honorable in all. Read. And the bed undefiled. Whatever goes down between that husband and that wife, according to the law, is honorable according to the Most High God. Read. But whoremongers, for who? But whoremongers, that's what you're in right now. Because you're laying down with your sister and you're not marrying her, you are a whoremonger. You are a whore maker. That's what a whoremonger is. You make hoes. You understand that? Read. But whoremongers and adulterers, God will judge. You're going to get judged, you're not going to get the kingdom. On top of that, how do we get judged when we lay down from sister to sister to sister, or man to man to man? When is the judgment for that? What kind of death? HIV, syphilis, herpes. There's a lot of diseases out there they don't have names for yet. They haven't really discovered them, so they don't know how to classify it yet. But there's a lot of them. So that's how you're going to get judged. That's one of the ways you're going to get judged. You might get her pregnant, and then she don't want to keep laws. Guess what? Now you have a baby between the two of you. When that child is at your house, you're going to want to try to keep commandments. But when that child goes to her house, what do you think she's going to be doing? She's going to be Christmas, birthdays, all kind of stuff. That has nothing to do with God. And that's what you're going to be trapped in. Read. You on that? All right. Give me Exodus 22:16. Let me ask you a question. All right, so because you're a young man, and we was all young men, we was all young men at one time, all right? When I had my, you know, my girls, I would find places to go to get it in. So where are you doing that?
I'm doing it at my house.
Doing it at his house? Your father's house? Damn. You know about this? Did you know that?
I look at him and
So you know?
yeah, I know.
So you know what's going on in your house?
He do it underhandedly, he wait until she's there and like.
You know what's going down in your house. Have you been 19 before?
Yeah, I know.
All right then, so you know what's going down in your. Come on, but let your yays be nays, brother. Let your yays be yays, your nays be nays. So you know what's going down in your house. All right. As an Israelite father, are you supposed to be letting that happen?
No.
All right. So now you got to take account. Well, look at your son right here. This is his example. The older brother. What do you think he's gonna do when he gets to that age? He's young and innocent now. He don't know. But when he start getting some hair on his chest, start smelling himself, what you think gonna happen? You look at the example you setting for him. So you gotta start laying down the law. You gotta take control of your household. You understand?
I agree.
No more women in the house, bro. No more women, period. Until you prove a sister and she gonna keep commandments and you can't lay down with that sister at all. Until
I don't bring like girls. I do it for 2 years now. That's the only honestly, that's the only girl that I've been doing it. I got control over.
Got that Exodus 22:16?
With the other people, but I don't got control of like what she wear, like she wanna go ahead and get super.
All right, so watch this. I'm gonna show you something. I'm gonna show you something that's gonna dig it. All right, read that. The book of Exodus, chapter 22, verse 16. And if a man entice a maid, how do you entice a young lady? How do you do that? You wear fly clothes, you put on the cologne, pull up in a nice whip, you spit game to her. That's how you entice her, right? You get her interested in you. Read. That is not betrothed. She's not married, she don't belong to nobody. Read. And lie with her. Now you have sex with her. Read. He shall surely endow her to be his wife. How many times can that happen? Once. That's it. Once you lay with her, you entice her, that's your wife. Now you gotta marry that sister. Right. So you can't do that over and over and over again. That's not what the Bible's saying. So if she don't want to marry you, what does that mean? She ain't for you. Right. She don't love you, she ain't for you. She gonna make your life miserable, bro. Right. She gonna be a thorn in your flesh. Dead it. Leave it alone. Cut it off. Cold turkey. Right. Hold on. Because stay right here. Because if you tell her, look, I gotta stop laying down with you. Because I know what the Bible says. If I lay with you, I have to marry you. You're supposed to be my wife, and I want us to do what God says. You know what I'm saying? Remember, God says that a man has to take care of his wife and his children. If he doesn't take care of his own household, he's worse than an infidel. If she don't want to be with you, she don't want to be your wife, she's telling you she don't love you. Right. Now, if you as a man say, look, if we can't get married, I have to stop laying down with you, I have to stop being with you, period. If she tells you no, that tells you what it is right there, bro. Ain't no point in wasting your time with her. Leave her alone, become abstinent, stay abstinence from her. You get what I'm saying? From all women. Give your time to grow, learn the scriptures, learn how to build yourself up. You don't even have fringes on right now. And you're thinking about a woman. Right. You get what I'm saying? You need to have the dress code of what God gave you. You have your beard. I need to get my fringes. I need to know my feast days. Because why would I even worry about a wife if I don't even know how to get myself into the kingdom yet? You get what I'm saying? Stick with the basics right now. Learn what your father is telling you. He's letting you know, yo, son, don't do this. I know as a father, you old now. You found out the truth a couple of years ago. You like, damn, man, you my son, you older. This the type of things we wanted to do with our kids when we were younger. Yeah, but you like, you figured it out late. Yeah.
What's going to happen
I feel you. I totally understand. Cause I know my pops was trying to tell me the same thing, but I was hard-headed. I wanted to learn the hard way.
I told him if you sleep with us and that's going to be your wife, I told him only I told her.
And she's rejecting that. She's rejecting that. Leave her alone. Because if she come back, she's letting you know what she really wants. She'll be like, all right, yeah, I love you. I try to stay without you. I thought you was playing games because I try to send you some texts. I sent you the peach emoji and all this and all. You ain't even come through. You dead serious about this. I ain't talked to you in 3 months. She wants you back. If she really wants you back, she's gonna come and keep the Sabbath with you.
Right.
She's gonna put on the dress.
Right.
And I'm gonna tell you like this: if you don't even have your own place, bro, don't even think about it, bro.
Right.
Because God, you remember when you marry her, you gotta take her back to your own place, not your pop's house, not your mom's house. You have to have your own place. So if you don't even have that, don't even worry about a woman. If you ain't even working, don't even worry about a woman. Because you would have to be able to take care of her. You understand that? Each and every man know up here, man, let me find out what up. Every man married except for Phineas and Caleb. Everybody up here married. Every last one of them take care of our wives. So you have to do the same thing. You have to be that example.
1 Kings 2 and 2. What's your question? We show up at different locations. We don't always go to the same location, okay? Well, next time, I don't know. We will discuss that. That's not something we publicize. But you know what you can do? You can't start keeping the Sabbath with us. We're always at the same place on Sabbath. So your father's gonna let you know where you're gonna go. All right? Read that.
The book of 1 Kings. The book of 1 Kings, chapter 2 and verse 2. I will go the way of all the earth. Be thou strong, therefore, and show thyself a man.
So you got to be strong and show yourself a man. The way you do that is keeping God's commandments. Right. So put your emotions to the side. I know you're probably in love with her. Did that thing. Let her go. All right? You feel me? And you gotta be in charge of your house. You gotta make sure that your son don't give into that temptation and try to bring her back to the crib. You can say it, but you gotta say it with more authority. You gotta put your foot down. That's your son. You love him, right? All right then. You want to see him burn? All right then. All right then. So no more of that. No more of that. It's your responsibility too. Until he becomes a man, it's your responsibility too. All right? Read that. So what's your question, young man? On the Sabbath, we're going to be keeping the Sabbath day in our sanctuary. That's at our school in Plantation. Your father's going to direct you. Don't worry. He got you. He's going to let you know where to go. All right? All right. Read that.
2 Edges chapter 14, verse 13. Now therefore, set thine house in order and reprove thy people.
So you got to set your house in order and you got to reprove your sons. Make sure they keep the commandments. Stay on top of them. You're already doing a good job. Just keep it up. There's more you got to do. Because right now the officer brought out the law of fringes. Did you know about the law of fringes?
That's why I wanted to ask a question like,
how do you get them?
Yeah.
So that's one of the that's
you can attach to regular garment. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's one of the things that you get from congregating. When you come to the school, we have brothers, we got sisters that'll help you with that. We'll tell you where to go, how to get it. Because when I first got fringes on my clothes, when I first got fringes on my clothes, it wasn't like this. I had a border blue, but I cut. They call them poor boy fringes. You just cut them. And I had to get them done on my I put them on my undershirts first so I can wear it every day. but I started building up fringes and shirts after shirt. So now I have a whole wardrobe of fringes.
Right.
So you gotta start somewhere.
Yeah, I know you got to start somewhere.
Right, there you go. See, this called a poor boy fringe. The border blue, and you just cut the fringes with a scissors. Whatever you gotta do to keep God's commandments, you gotta do it, bro. Whatever you gotta do, you gotta make it happen. So you're taking time right now to separate from your wife because okay.
I mean, that's like, and like what I was doing, I was pushing the fuck. I was like, you know, like years after, like, I was wrong, but I stayed with the kids, you know what I'm saying? I wanted to break away.
So what made you actually break away from her?
Well, this is like an incident that I know that put things in order for me to keep that crutch that I was like, you know, moving on or whatever. But
You're absolutely right about that. Read that.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7 and verse 3. Neither shalt thou make marriages with them. Thy daughter thou shalt not give unto his son, nor his daughter shalt thou take unto thy son. For they will turn away thy son from following me.
Do what?
They will turn away thy son from following me.
So your sons, when they go, because she's going to get some custody of the kids, right? How much custody she got? 2 times a month, right? So, all right, so you're going to get them twice a month and then weekends, right? So you get them the weekends twice a month. Read it again, that last part.
For they will turn away thy son from following me.
So that means you have to be 10 times more diligent in teaching your sons the commandments. Because I'm gonna tell you why. They're gonna be with you twice a month on the weekends. The rest of the time they're gonna be with the mom. What you think she's gonna be teaching them? Birthdays, Christmas, Valentine's Day. It's okay to. Now the dress code for men is very feminine. Homosexual. She's gonna be saying it's okay to do that. You could be. If you want to identify as a girl, you can do that. That's what she's gonna be teaching them because that's what they come with. So everything under the sun that is not in this Bible, that's what your ex-wife gonna be coming with. So you gotta work twice as hard to keep them in the commandments. Both your sons got a zeal, but you gotta make sure you gotta stay on top of it. All right, you understand that, right?
You know what I'm saying? So I see why
I'm telling you now, the whole family is going to be involved in their life. The grandfather, the mom, whoever. They're going to be telling them a bunch of stuff contrary to the Bible. But this is what you got to do. Read.
Deuteronomy chapter 6 and verse 1. Now these are the commandments, the statutes, and the judgments which the Lord your God commanded to teach you, that ye might do them in the land whither ye go to possess it. Verse 7. And thou shalt teach them diligently.
Teach them how?
Diligently.
So you have to stay on top of that. You got to teach them diligently. Read.
Unto thy children, and shalt talk of them when thou sittest in thine house.
So when you're around the house just chilling, watching TV, bring up commandments. A lot of times you can watch something on TV and you'll see, hey, that's contrary to God's commandments. Hey, what y'all think about that? What does the Bible say about that? Make an example out of everything so that they understand how to watch as well as read and apply. You got to stay on top of them. Read, diligently read.
And when thou walkest by the way, and when thou liest down, and when thou risest up.
So that's day and night. You got to stay on. You only have them twice a month. So you got to stay on it. Go over scriptures. Give them assignments. When they go back to their mom's house, give them assignments. Don't have them idle at any time. And you don't want them to be telling their mom she an Edomite or telling their family they Edomites. No, keep that to yourself. Let's be wise about it. When y'all come over here, we'll discuss it. When we go over there, don't say anything. You be respectful, but at the same time, remember what I taught you. All right? You understand that? Read.
Deuteronomy chapter 6 and verse 7. And thou shalt teach them diligently unto thy children, and shalt talk of them when thou sittest in thine house, and when thou walkest by the way, and when thou liest down, and when thou risest up. And thou shalt bind them for a sign upon thine hand, and they shall be as frontlets between thine eyes.
So they're going to be your pride and joy. Once you know they're taking these commandments to heart, they're going to make your life a lot easier, because you don't have to worry about them as much as you do now. Because right now, you have no idea what's going on in the other household. He's still young. He's more impressionable than Mike Jr. So you gotta be on it, and you gotta watch out for him too. You gotta make sure he's on point. Keep an eye on him. Give me Numbers 15:38. This commandment right here also. You see all these brothers up here, we're wearing fringes. You say you know about the law of fringes, but do you know why we have that law in place? Exactly. So I'm gonna tell you a trick, because my kids go to a public school. The school gives them a hard time because I used to put their fringes on their uniform. They gave me a hard time about that, so I gave them an undershirt. They wear the fringes under their shirt, so that the school don't give them problems. You can do that with them, because I'm quite sure if they wear fringes, your ex-wife might say something to them and try to get them to stop doing it. So that might be a trick that you can use. Put the fringes on the undershirt so that it's not exposed to them. Read that, law of fringes.
Numbers chapter 15 and verse 38. Speak unto the children of Israel.
Because you are the children of Israel. You're from the tribe of Benjamin. All right? Read.
And bid them that they make them fringes in the borders of their garments.
That's a commandment. Bid is a commandment. You must do that. Read.
Throughout their generations.
As long as you're having kids, and your kids, so when he becomes an adult, they start having kids, that is a commandment. Read.
And that they put upon the fringe of the borders a ribbon of blue, and it shall be unto you for a fringe, that ye may look upon it.
May do what?
Look upon it, and remember all the commandments of the Lord.
What's the purpose of the fringes? To look upon it and do what? So when you're not in your father's house, that's right. Exactly. So now, when do you wear fringes? Is it only on Sabbath? Every day. What scripture? Let's get the scriptures. Deuteronomy 22 and 12. You're supposed to wear fringes every day, because every day you got to do what? Look upon it and remember the... Okay, there you go. Read that.
Deuteronomy chapter 22 and verse 12. Thou shalt make thee fringes upon the four quarters of thy vesture.
Quarters means the entire vesture. It can't be half and then half on this side. Or it can't be a jacket and it's just the back part of the jacket, and you only wear it when it closes. You gotta wear it has to be around the whole border of your garment. You understand that? Read.
Wherewith thou shalt wherewith thou coverest thyself.
So whenever you put clothes on, fringes must be on those clothes. That's why I told you the undershirt. It's a trick, because maybe you have a job that don't want you to wear fringes on. You put it on your undershirt and put it under your uniform. Right. If you have a uniform. If they don't allow it in your school, because a lot of times they don't allow you. If you was a so-called Jewish white man, they wouldn't care. You can wear fringes all day. But when it comes to us, they always limit what we can do. So that's one thing you got to do. There's certain things we have to do to keep God's commandments, and that's one of them. All right? So you understand that?
Yeah, I understand that.
They know it's, you know it's there. But when you're not in that atmosphere, then you can wear them boldly, wear them proudly. But just in case, you might be in an atmosphere where you might not be able to do it. Yeah, it don't have to be the blue. The ribbon of blue has to be blue. It could be navy blue. It could be sky blue. The fringes can be different colors. They don't have to be a set color. All right. So you're supposed to wear fringes what's his name again? Tyson. When do we wear fringes, Tyson? All the time. All right, this brother's
We
smart.
used to scream black power while heroin was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission. Minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold. From Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.